Dear friends, welcome to Thalir. It means bud. It is budding force to a new life. And we are Capuchins working for the renewal of the society and the church. Dear friends, welcome to Thalir for the International Skills Development Program for Teachers, October 19 to 21, 3 to 4:30 p.m. Indian time. This is offered by Thalir Capuchin Online Ministries by visit the Virtual Institute for Spirituality, Integrity and Transformation. In these 3 days, we shall have special sessions by Dr. Arul Kamaraj and Dr. Maran. We have the following topics covered. 1. Life skills and well-being of teachers. 2. Beyond classroom performance. And the 3rd, teachers' perspective of IQ and EQ and mentoring of the teachers, both personal and professional. Dear friends, we also invite you to participate in other international training programs ahead as per your convenience. 1. Midlife transition, physical, psychosocial and spiritual well-being. 2. Capacity building to the secretaries, advanced level. And the 3, social work directors on project management and fundraising. We also have special sessions and training on effective financial management of provinces and financial administration of schools and colleges, and family enrichment programs for teachers and basic psychological skills for teachers. We welcome each of you to make use the best of use of these programs by Thalir.
These are some of the things I want to explain to you now itself. So now we straight away go to introduce Dr. Maran by Dr. Kamaraj. Dr. Kamaraj is one of the persons who is in our team as the logistics in charge. He is the person who is connected to all the communications connectedness, and also Mr. Jesu, who is taking care of the host, and one Mr. Pastor Ben. So I'm Nitya. Yesterday I gave you the talk. So this is the team for us, but there are so many other teams. We'll see later on. May I request Dr. Kamaraj to come online? Dr.
Yes, Father. Yes, Father. Yes, Father.
Yes, he is a professor at the famous Loyola College, Chennai. He's in charge of the social work department, and is a master of many subjects. A lot of masters he has done. He has done his PhD. He is now logistics in charge. May I request Dr. Kamaraj, Arul Kamaraj, to welcome Dr. Maran and introduce him. Thank you.
Yes, Father. Yes, Father. Very good evening to one and all. Good afternoon and good evening. Good morning. I am very privileged and happy to introduce our great guest speaker, Dr. Maran. Dr. Maran is one of the known educationalists in India. He is the professor and director of Sairam Institute of Management Studies. He has more than 3 decades of teaching and research experience in the field. So far, he has produced more than 25 PhDs and 70 MPhil degrees. So such a good academician to produce more research scholars in the country. And his strength of academic accomplishment is organizing conferences. So far, he has organized more than 200 national and international conferences, and he has participated around 300 conferences, presented papers and international and national conferences as well as seminars. And he has written more than 25 books, academic books, and he had been the author of many edited volumes also. And he is an educational consultant, a corporate trainer, and you have seen him in all the famous Tamil news channel as educationalist in all the debates. We have such a wonderful, resourceful guest speaker today to talk a very important topic on beyond the classroom of the students by the teachers. On behalf of the organizer, on behalf of the participants, I wholeheartedly welcome our great resource person, Dr. Maran, to this international skill development program. Welcome, sir. Over to you.
Thank you, my dear brother, Dr. Arul Kamaraj. Very good afternoon, good evening,
Good
and
afternoon.
good morning to all my dear delegates. First of all, my respectful Reverend Father initiating such a wonderful skill development program for global people, the world people, and also his team. Very excellent team. For the past 2 days, I am watching how they are coordinating, in what way they are preparing and presenting such a wonderful program for the faculty community, which is really very great. So on behalf of my own, my sincere thanks and my best wishes for this great NGO initiating such a wonderful task to enrich of my school teachers skill development program across the world. So in this great occasion, I think yesterday, due to my technical issues, I could not able to present my views. Today, fortunately, unfortunately, God has given a wonderful opportunity to connect us each and everyone. So with this, my grateful thank God and organizers, my parents, to speak, to deliver something what I have gained from the society. Now I am presenting for the society. So with this, I can start my presentation today. I think today my topic is skill development. The skill development in the sense I would like to share about that skill. The Ministry of HRD, All India Council of Technical Education in India, more and more focus to skill is only for technical. But based on my observation and my experience and expertise, skill is really required of every individual in the world, not only for the innovator, not only for the engineers, not only for the technologists. Today our topic is every teachers, I hope, every teacher, please, every teacher, first slide, sir, first slide, no, first slide. Yes. Beyond the classroom students' performance. Yeah, you can keep it, sir. Albert Einstein. Okay. Yeah. Our topic is beyond the classroom students' performance by the teachers. So, in the society, who are the more responsibility? The teachers are highly responsibility person. If teacher is not good, the entire world is not good. Where you can start your life? You can start your life only with schooling, only with the teacher. As a teacher, we have n number of responsibility to shaping of my student community. We have n number of responsibility to equipping of our students for the country, for the communities. So in these great occasions, in the competitive market or in the critical issues, fortunately, unfortunately, we become a teacher. Then how to enhancing of our skills? How to enhancing of our skills? Very important. Okay, I can start my presentation. The first slide, sir, please. Winston, Albert. Okay, sir.
Yeah, 1 second, sir. 1 second, sir. I am unable to go back. I'm just checking. 1 second.
Sir,
I'll
if we
start.
have any problem, sir, Jesus, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jesus, sir, நான் present பண்ணட்டுமா, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll present.
You have the
Okay,
slides, sir?
I'll do.
Can I stop the share?
I have
sir?
this PPT.
Okay, sir.
I will share it. You just close it.
Yeah, I'm just stopping the share, sir.
Okay.
Classroom students' performance by the teachers. Right? So don't like to, but I don't like to waste my time, waste our time. Yeah, okay. Now we can start with the education is not the learning of facts, but the training of mind to think. This is only change of my student's life. Education is not the learning of facts, not at all learning, but it should be training of the mind to think, who am I, what I want to be, what I want to eat, where I can go, what I have to do. So that kind of training is very, very vital part of every individual in the world. As a teacher, I think this statement was in 1875, 1955. Albert Einstein stated he was realized, surprised about these educations, what is the value of educations. So without educations, you could see we never in the world. So in this aspect, now we are moving with our presentations. So as a teacher, you are all very proud of yourself, very admired, teaching with a sense of humor. Normally, how many teachers are using that sense of humor in the classroom? Most of the faculty members, the teachers, when you are interacting with the students, most of them, the survey insisting, so how many of them really sense of humor? So many of them enjoying with the students? How many of them really enjoy about your subject classes handling, which is really very, very rare. Why I'm saying the teaching with sense of humor, right? The laughter is natural. The God has given a wonderful gift, how to laugh, how to enjoy our life. The universal phenomena with beneficial effects both physical and psychological. Without humor, we never live in the world. So every moment, that's what everyone loves their teachers with an infectious, the sense of humor, cordial relationship. So as a teacher, you should have that much relationship with others. Even the students' relationship is very, very important. The ability to relaxing of yourself, So without humor, without enjoyment, without relationship, you never produce a good quality student. The students always enjoy in your classrooms. Why I'm saying the sense of humor, when you are watching film, 2.5 hours film, family story also there, love scene also there, the humor also there. So when you are sense of humor, then the way of learning something different, the way of understanding something different, the way of intuit of your mind to learn something, to upgrade something, to update something is something different. That's what the teachers should learn, how to teach with a sense of humor, which is really very, very great skill of every individual. When you are following this kind of systems, the methodologies, then students will able to enjoy your classrooms. The students would able to love of you or me. So this is real teaching passion. The next, please. Teaching with sense of humor. Then next, teaching with a sense of knowledge. Teaching with a sense of knowledge. Arul sir, please. Yes. Knowledge. So knowledge is one of the powerful part. Teaching with a sense of knowledge. Why we need to speak about knowledge? The students are coming only to gain more knowledge. Not only for the students, every individual in the world, in the societies, knowledge is one of the powerful part to think of you, to analyze about you, to understanding of you, to analyze about others, to understanding the situations. The knowledge is very, very powerful part. The students are coming only to gain more knowledge, only to gain more knowledge. So, as a teacher, what is my level of knowledge pertaining to the particular course, pertaining to the programs, pertaining to the research, pertaining to the current events of the societies, and etc. etc. So, the knowledge is very, very powerful part. Even the students, why we are recognizing, why they are recognizing because of knowledge. Knowledge, I think you have potential teacher. You can teach anything to the students. You can update anything to the students. So day by day, we need to upgrade our skills in terms of knowledge. I'm a school teacher. What I need to gain? You can speak about the environment. You can speak about the pandemic situations. You can speak about the politicals. You can speak about the economy. You can speak about your health aspect, the social aspect, the family aspect, the individual aspect. So I need to update and upgrading of my knowledge. Knowledge is one of the powerful part in my teaching. So I try to upgrade of my positions. Upgrade of my positions as a teacher. You should really proud of you. You are a great inspirations, aspirations for your students, inspired person for the students. So you should have more knowledge. Then the teaching always with more passionate. I don't know how many of you here are passionate, right? Most of the people in engineering stream, the self-financing stream, I am talking about higher education, where in this case of schooling, the passionate is something different. Even the kindergartens, Montessori, the international curriculum, or NCERT syllabus. There are n number of curriculums in India. There are n number of curriculums in international education system. For all these things, as a teacher, you should have more passionate. Without passionate, without interest, we never inspire anything on my student. Anything of my student. The students of our ambassador. The students of our future society. So, when you are teaching to the student community, then you should have more passionate about your teaching. You should have more passionate about your professions. More passionate about your professions. Unless otherwise, we never do anything, sir. What do you mean by the teaching with more dedication, sir? Here. So, what is the system of our Indian educations here? How many schools are successfully functioning? How many of them successfully graduations? The graduation results not only in terms of percentage. Graduate enrollment ratio is 29% so far today in India, statistics. The government of India planning missions to reach 50% by 2035. So what I'm saying, not only in India, even other countries also. So what is the graduate enrollment ratios, even the schooling, the kindergarten schoolings? I think now the ratios, whatever here, the 100% now they are planning to enroll the school education by 2035. So I am saying that graduation is not enough to sustaining your life. There are n number of issues. The dedications, please, previous slide. Yeah, the dedications in the sense what happening here, you have more number of dedications in our teachings. Because of the teachers' dedications, the quality of education is diluting today. When you are losing your dedications, when you are lost your dedications, you may able to lose our students. You may able to lose our students, lose our educations, So the teachers always with the dedications in different dimensions, So you must measuring your responsibility. You must understanding your accountability. The responsibility and accountability is very, very powerful tool to measuring of our educational system, education systems. As a teacher, I know how to teach to my students. At the same time, as a teacher, I know how to elevate my students, how to preparing students for the society, how to preparing of my students for the society. So the teaching something different, preparation of the students for the society is something different. The teaching in the sense within 30 hours, 40 hours or 1 year or 2 years or 6 months, I can fulfill my job. No need to think about like this. Please, please, my dear teachers, you have more responsibilities. You have more accountabilities. You need to prepare such a great and vibrant students for future society, the country, the great responsibility citizens. So your responsibilities and accountabilities are very, very important. Then you try to talk about the attitude, the dedication in the sense one of the teacher's attitude itself. Speak about your performance. First of all, we try to speak about the attitude. Before to discuss about that attitude, we must analyze. We should identify what is level of my attitude. The level of attitude, I think, further, myself and Dr. Kamaraj and you, there are many teachers, they are originated from rural, the government schools, the way of preparing the program, the way of highlight this program and really benefit for the student community through the teachers across the world, which shows your attitude and gratitude. Without attitude, we can't do anything. We can't do anything. So what is the basic systems here? The government school, something issues. The private schools, somewhat success. So what are the basic reasons behind it? So the teacher's attitude is very, very important. When you have your good attitude, everything should be good. When you are lost your attitude, everything is bad. So in our dedications, you should possess such a great attitude. At the same time, you are a great motivational personality for your students. Without motivations, we can't do anything. Even in these classrooms, every day we need to motivate our students. Even the school students, when you are teaching to the student communities. Even when I was studied, there are many teachers, they have given chocolate or mithai or any other gift or some things. But today my teachers are totally forget all these things. Totally forget. How to motivating of my children? Without motivations, they never come forward. They never upgrade. So we constantly motivating of our students or children to do something for the people or preparing they themselves for the societies. They themselves for the societies. So this is the basic aspect of the teaching. As a teacher, what is my responsibility? The knowledge is more important. The teaching is sense of humor is more important. Then your responsibilities are more important. So these are the various basic things which is really very, very important as a teacher. So in our skills, what kind of skills I need to be improved? What kind of skills I need to, because in every classroom, so what I'm saying, I'm looking 360 dimensions, my teaching is there. 360 dimensions, 360-degree dimensions. So right from, what do you call here, the right corner to left corners, right? So I can analyze my students in different perspectives. I can engagement of my students in different ways. I think every student is very, very important in my classrooms. Every student is very, very important in my classrooms. Even the high level students, the below level students, the average level students. So what is my responsibility is I try to find out my students' ability, students' caliber, students' capability, and students' their personal need, the family aspect. Otherwise, we never teach to my students. We never teach to my students. So in this aspect, I have segregated. There are 180-degree. First part, the coin. What do you call here? Your coin. What do you call here? Single side. One side 180. The another one side 180. 360-degree perception. 360-degree perception. So in this first, you are 180. Sir, first 180. First phase of 180. The relationship is very, very important. Every teacher should have a good relationship with the students. Every teachers. Here, I would like to quote small examples. There are some issues there, issues in India, but I don't like to talk about other countries. There are many personalities, the leading teachers, the real passionate teachers joined together. Right? So, how to make a good relationship with my children? The children's relationship is very important. Most of the teachers, what they are doing, no, if there is any problem in his family or his wife or Mr. So that problem should be reflected in the classroom itself. Please try to avoid. How to make a good relationship? The relationship skills are very important. If you are failing to make a good relationship, you cannot do anything, sir. Even the father today, what he is doing because of his good relationship, he is doing very excellent job for the faculty community, student communities. Then we should make more collaboratives. The collaborations, the classroom itself more collaborative. The collaboration in the sense not only in higher education, even the schooling, the kindergarten itself, the collaborative work. It should teach to my student how to collaborations. Today, pandemic period, even the cross cultures, the globalizations. Where is the collaboration? What is the collaborations? So when you are teaching to the students, what is the collaborations? I have visited many foreign countries, even Thailand, Indonesia, Hong Kong, and some other places. The way of teaching and learning of our students takes something different. The way of schooling environment something different. So the collaborative teaching, the collaborative of the students is always supporting of each and everyone. It will create more confidence among the students. Create more confidence among the students. So at the same time, what is my communications? The way of communications as a teacher, you should establish very excellent communication skills. What you are speaking, in what way that information is reached to the student. The way of reaching the communications, the teaching methodology of communication is one of the powerful parts. Even you may teach the oral communication, or you could use some of online or some other digital methods. So many things are there. So many things are there. So you have to teach, At the same time, as a teacher, what to do? The body language is very important. If your body language is not in a proper way, the students will not able to sit in the classroom. Even the school students, the kindergarten students, how to teach the way of using the body language, which shows more value for the students, which creates more support for the students. As a teacher, I should understand, sir, how to teach. Some of the faculty, some of the teachers, they never tell to the students. Some of the teachers, they are looking only the front seat of the students. Some of the teachers looking the various ways, the way of using the systems, the methods, the body language, which is really very powerful part. The teachers really very important. The teachers in the competitive market, the students are very powerful part. Even the digital era, students would learn more than the faculties, then how to use your body language, then the body gestures, the body gestures, the way of approach, the way of standings, the way of respect. So everything, you are a role model for the students, gentlemen. You are a role model for the students. Even don't think about, I am teaching for kindergarten students, 5th standard student or 8th standard students. So what you are using in the classroom, what way you are approaching the students, in what way you are making relationship, that will be reflected after 20 years in our students' life. Please don't think I am teaching to children, they don't know anything. They are the highly potential student, potential candidate. Then you try to teach, how to approach, how to make good relationship, how to make a good relationship. The relationship is very important. Even I can able to recognize my teacher, those who are taught me in the first standard itself. First standard class, I can able to recollect and recognize. Don't think like that you are teaching for children or the 4th standard. No need to think. Even after 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, I can able to recollect what happened in my classrooms. How my teachers have shaped me, equipped me. prepared. So everything is more important. Then the problem solving skills very, very important. Today, you could see the mathematics. Even for 3 plus 4 people use the help of calculator, the computers. The problem solving skills very, very vital part in our human life. Today, what we are facing in higher education, the mathematics very, very poor. Mathematics very, very poor. The problem solving skills, not only mathematicals, but you could start from the mathematics, science, physics, even the social science also. The social science also. The problem solving skills, very, very vital part. How to groom them, how to prepare them, how to shaping of my students to come out from the problem. Come out from the problems. Don't give much more problems. Right? You can give small problems, how to sort out the issues. So when you are encouraging our students to do more number of problem solving methods, problem solving exercise, then that guy would able to become a great scientist, the great innovators, great critical thinker, great design thinker. So what you really need in developing economy like India, we need more innovations. We need more innovations. We need more development. Product development, technology development. Technology development. Still, we are borrowing, importing from various other countries, developed countries. But we need that kind of students. We need that kind of students. Where in this case of China or Korea, Taiwan, Japan, the basic classroom itself, they are making and molding up my students to make more problem solving skills oriented. Even their regional language, their mother tongue, which always is supporting for them to learn more, to earn more knowledge, the technical skills, research-based skills. So the problem solving skills, even, Finland. The Finland is one of the leading powerful country for education in the world. What they are doing, even the 5th standard itself, there are every school's laboratory experiments there. In India, for the past 2.5 decades, there is no laboratory experiments even for +2 students or 10th standard students. There are many private schools spoiling, destroying such kind of problem solving skills. So the laboratory experiments are very, very important. Laboratory experiments are very, very important. So the problem skills, you as a teacher, you try to teach the problem solving skills. Problem solving skills very, very important. At the same time, as a teacher, the leadership skills, what you have to encourage, you have to motivate my students to be a great leader for the country. Or at least you should encourage them, so he should be a great leader for his own family or his own life. How many of you teaching? Sir, I am teaching for school students, kindergarten students. Why I am talking, how I am talking? Please don't think like that. You have to put such a great seed today, so that fellow will become a great leader after 2 decades or 3 decades. So the leadership quality is very, very important. Leadership quality is very, very important. Not only for the students, as a teacher, I should have great leadership quality. The leadership quality in the sense what? How to sustaining of yourself, how to tackling the issues, how to understanding others' views, how to understanding the social aspect. So the leadership qualities is not a single parameters. So we need to develop such skills. We need to teach such skills to my students. Unless otherwise, we never do anything. Then you have to talk about, you have to teach about the teamwork is very, very important. Even the schooling itself. I think almost all schools, all teachers are following the teamwork. The teamwork, apart from the teamwork, the team spirit is very important today. Not only the teamwork, the team spirit very important. Because of father, you could see the father age, father experience, how he has initiated such a wonderful task with a great team support, team spirit. Because of his leadership, the leadership quality, he is initiating very wonderful task. Without team, that work will not be work out. The team work, without team, the work will not be there. But the teamwork the team spirit very important. The team spirit. Arul Kamaraj has some other work. He has some other work. Why he involved himself? Because of his team spirit. I have to do something. I have to support for the people. Directly, indirectly supporting for the communities. Right? So that's what the team spirit is very, very important. Team spirit is very, very important. Then you can use impression formation. This is very, very important, sir, my dear students. Very, very important. Impression formations. What do you mean by the impression formations? Every teacher should have that impression formation in the classroom. How to impressing of myself? How to impressing of my students? That's why I'm saying that teachers, there are three types of teachers. Very good teachers, bad teachers. Right? You design. There are three categories of the teachers. Very excellent teachers. How to rating of my students? Those who are impressing very well. The concept should be easily understanding by the students. Impression formations, the teachers always, not only teachers, every individual should have these impression formations. Impression formation in the sense, what I'm saying, indirectly, how to marketing of yourself. How to market of yourself. How to branding of yourself. How to branding of yourself. Every teachers, as English teachers, how to communicate, how to pronounce. The mathematical teachers, how to teach such a simple way. The mathematics is simple way to my students. Very simple way to the students. There are more number of mathematics teachers, the science teachers. Apart from that, the prescribed hours, 60 hours, 70 hours. But they wanted to use more than, 80 hours, 90 hours. 80 hours, 90 hours. So what I'm saying, you try to teach, in what way you are using such mathematical skills. The teaching methodology is very, very important. The mathematics is impression formations. Even as a social history faculty, so you have to tell more storytelling. The storytelling is more important. Even the science teachers have to do, as you used to tell, storytelling. The storytelling is very, very important. But nowadays in Indian education systems, what we are totally forgotten about all these things. We never bothering of the storytellings. So as a teacher, you have to tell more amount of stories, more number of stories. Even there are many NGOs what initiating, establishing this kind of storytelling forum. They always encourage, they used to encourage my students, school students. This is the way to encouraging of my school students to empower something in the world. To empower something in the world. To empower something in the world. That's very, very important. Then, apart from the impression formations, Arun sir, yeah, we have more creativities. So the creativity in the sense, where is the creativity? Where is the creativity? What is the creativity? The creativity means what happening here? You have to think differently. Unique knowledge, unique idea, unique models, creativities. Today in Indian education system, can you have any creativity? Have you follow any creativities? Nothing is there. That's what the education system is failure. The education system is failure. Creativity in the sense what you can use either mathematics or the design thinking or critical thinking or problem solving or innovate something. So this kind of initiatives are very, very important. This kind of initiatives, sir, what I'm teaching to my student, even school, kindergarten students, creativity. I think there are many, many millions of kindergarten students, their creativity is really very great. So the place is what happening in the putting seed. But the place is one of the birth, what do you call it? The birth of the creativities. So you can create more. You can create more. I think I see there are n number of schools, teachers. They use n number of methods for creativities. But what we are doing here, Ramanuja, birthplace of India, the mathematicians. But what we are doing, our children's, the teachers, we are teaching. As a teacher, mathematics teachers, we are teaching to my student communities here. But what we are doing here, abacus, you are forced or encourage my students to do abacus classes. Abacus class, which is based from Japanese mathematical models. Right here. But as a mathematics teachers, I am not aware of about all these things. I am not understanding the reality of the abacus. I am not understanding the Indian mathematical systems. Where you can make such creativity. So the creativity is one of the more passionate of my student. You can create. You can encourage my students to make more creativity in any task. Not only in terms of science, not only in terms of technology, even the social science you can create, you can make some creativities. In our day-to-day, you can make some creativities. Creativity is always there, but how to use. This is very, very powerful tool. Then the role models. So that's what I'm saying as a teacher. You don't know what I told you, the role model. The role model in the sense, sir, I am teaching to 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard. Right. So where I can use my role model, please don't think like that. You are a great teachers than me. I know, I hope you are all very, very great teachers. You have more passionate gentlemen. Then you are a role model. You are a great role model, inspired personality for my students, for my children. No need to think about to whom I am teaching. Don't think about it. When you have more passionate, you should more responsibility to preparing for the students. The role model is a very, very powerful part. Every teachers should follow this role model. Every teachers. When you forget about all these things, then students go somewhere. We are the role model. We have to teach how to lead their life, when to lead their life, where to lead their life. The situational understanding is very, very important. The respect to others is very, very important. Learning from classrooms, learning from teachers, learning from others is very, very important. Unless otherwise, we never do anything, sir. At the same time, you can teach about the ethics and governance. So ethics and governance, there is no syllabus in my class. That's what I'm saying. Beyond the classroom students' performance by the teacher. Ethics and governance. What is the ethics? Even where the children's where they are learning. Say, one is from the schools and another one is from family. Suppose the family is not good. The parents are not literate. The parents' environment, family environment is not good. As a teacher, you have to create such a very excellent environment to teach some of ethics for his life. Ethics is very, very important. Ethics is very important. Morality is very, very important. Moral values. Ethics. My observations, Father, I learned a lot from many ethics, governance, models, something from like your organizations. You people teaching very wonderful ethics, wonderful moralities. So as a teacher, wherever you teach, whatever you teach, you never forget about that ethics. Whatever the subject you are teaching, you must add all these things. So how can I add my attitude? You can correlate. Even the mathematics teachers can use to tell about the attitude. The mathematics teacher is one of the role model for my students. The mathematical teachers to tell about the family environment, the respect to others. So this is not my subject. This is not my syllabus. Why I am doing? I can calculate. I can do only the calculus. Right? Don't think like that. As a teachers, you have more responsibilities. Right here. Then next, please, ethics and governance. Then the attitude. Then another one is the values. The best values very, very important. So what I am teaching, I think about apart from my teaching, you should teach to my students what is the value, either the personal value or the family value or the social values or the national value or the global values. So how can I teach? I think you can teach in your own method. Unless otherwise we can't do anything. So these are the 180% exposures. So beyond the classrooms, what I can do, so I can do all these things. Right. Then the another 180 exposures as a teacher, then what happening here, even the 5th standard student itself, you try to teach what is industry, what is corporate, even the environmental aspect, how can I teach? The economical aspect, how can I teach? Right? The economy in the sense, how can I correlate the economy? Even the mathematics teachers, you can do how much of savings of money, the cost cutting of something. Right? Any subject you can correlate, any subject you can correlate. The pollution aspect, environmental pollutions, even today, the pandemic period, what is the basic reasons behind it? The ethical aspect of the pharmaceutical manufacturer. Ethical aspect. You can speak anything in the classrooms. Right? There is no restrictions. There is no restrictions. So when you are restricted yourself, you cannot molding and motivating of my students in the classrooms. That's what I'm saying. You can teach the subject, you can repeat the same kind of subject. But what I need, apart from your syllabus, I need to focus on something for my students' betterment. So that kind of teacher is only a successful teacher. That kind of teacher is a great passionate teacher. That kind of teacher is a more knowledgeable teacher. More knowledgeable teachers. So that's what I'm saying. So industry and economy exposures, I think what happening here, even my higher educations, +2, after my secondary schools, when I entering into higher secondary school educations, fortunately, unfortunately, I have chosen my commerce educations. Then I forced learning about commerce, trade, economy and something. Even in India, the state board educations, there is no, today the syllabus is something different. Even the 5th standard students to think about the economy, Indian economy, or national income, per capita income, savings, expenditures or something. Then you know about the functioning of the industries, commerce and something. So you have to teach, you need to teach as a social science teacher, you try to teach something to my student, which is really very, very important. The economy in the sense, not only for the country, as an individual, we need to do some things. As individuals, we need to do something. So as a teacher, you must update about that industry. Even the robotics. As a teacher, when you are teaching such a science, am I right together? Science, then what happening? How could use the industry robotics? Industry robotics. Healthcare industry robotics. How the industry is changing. Just we could say some example, robotics industry. Robotic industry, the students should be more advanced. More what again? Listening. Oh, this is students, I think teachers today talking about the robotics. Am I right again? Some new technology. Mobile technologies. So you try to update and upgrading of the particular domain. Unless otherwise, we never teach to my students. We never inspire of my students. So we try to do something. Then you try to talk about the research. You try to talk about the research. What do you mean by research? Research in the sense, what I mean here, no need to talk, because you have to tell about the impact of the research in the world. As a social science or science teachers, science, that's what I'm saying. Even the Finland and other various developed countries, the 5th standard itself, the students are doing some science experiment, laboratory experiments there. Here in India, there is no laboratory, there is no playground. There is no playground. So everything in the competitive aspect, marks oriented, not mind oriented. Marks oriented. Earlier we ran what happening here because we are running our institutions only for the marks oriented. Mark is not a criteria of my student, my dear faculty members. The student's mind is more important. The mind is more criteria. How to teach to change of my student's mind. That's more important. The student's mind is very, very important. That's what you have to teach more research. Even the pandemic period, even as a school teachers of the 10th standard, 9th standard, you are a highly qualified and quality teachers to talk about, to discuss about COVID-19. Right? COVID-19. So you do some experiments. You can ask them to write one assignment, preparing assignment, preparing a project. What are the research exposures? So which is really very, very important. So I think we need to teach right from the children level itself. Kindergarten itself. You can speak, I think only the few words. But research in the sense, not only in higher educations, when you have started doing the research, which is not research, only for the fulfillment of award of PhD. Where it comes, the research also, there is no formal qualification for the research, innovations, creativities. which is purely based on the passionate. The passionate only come. Passionate. If passionate is there, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. So the kind of exposure should be developed by you for the students. Then what happening? You have to think about the community well-being, sir. The community well-being, how many of you really teach about the communities, societies? What happening to societies? What happened to societies? How to safeguard of the societies? Why I'm saying you have to teach to my students who am I? What I'm doing? The man is a social animal. Man is a social animal. So I try to teach what is the humanities. In what way you have to lead your life in the communities. So the community well-being is very, very important. Community well-being. Any teachers you can teach something. Then the environmental exposures. Environmental exposures today, everyone talking about environment. Even the children's. The pollution environment, the water, contaminated water, the pollutions, air pollutions, water pollutions. At least you can teach right from the kindergartens. Even what happened? No, you can go to Singapore, Malaysia, even Malaysia. Just I would like to tell about the Malaysia stories, or the Singapore stories. 1955, Malaysians never accepted to merge Singapore with the Malaysians. But today you could see the Singapore. What is its currency values? What is the environmental aspect? What is the environmental aspect? What is the children's levels? What is the anything development? Everything because of the clear environment, cleanliness. Right? That's very, very important. So the environmental is very, very important. Even today the pollutions, industry pollutions, noise pollutions, water pollutions. There are n number of issues created in the societies. So you have to teach. That is the students also responsibility. The children's also responsibilities. You can you can teach right from their schooling itself. Then they would be able to change. They would be able to change. Except India, rest of all countries we can able to change. Why? Because the education is not at all good. The teachers are failing. The system also failing. Stakeholders not supporting for this kind of issues. Then how would you rectify all these things? So I'm not finding fault only a single man. The stakeholders are more important. As a teacher, that is my responsibility. As an administrator, that is your responsibilities. So every individual is great responsibility to clean environmental aspect. Otherwise, you can't do anything. At least as a teacher, I should teach to my students. That is my responsibility. That is my responsibilities. Right. Then the project-based exposures. Even today's schools, what government school students, how many of them doing project? Aided school students, how many of them project? Private school students, how many of them project? Even the private school students, 100% doing project. But how many of them spending how much of money of their project, their parents spending millions of dollars. Where my rural guys, the government guys, not possible to spending even single paisa from their pocket. But you have to teach to develop some project model or something. You have to teach. Even when I was studying, there are some project exhibitions, even the government schools, the private schools. But today they are totally forgotten about all these things. What is your mark? What is your mark? Still they are asking your mark. Mark is not a matter, my dear friends. Right? You have to teach in different dimensions. You have to prepare students in different dimensions. So the project exposure is very, very important. Today you could see CBSE students, more number of students, project-based very important, research-based more important, innovation-based more important, creativity-based more important. They are preparing a number of projects. Even many foreign countries, even the school kindergarten itself, there are many project exhibition, project competitions. So this is the way to inculcate of my research, development, creativities, product development. Right? Even the school levels, it is not possible there. But when you are slowly teaching, training of my students, then the guy would possible to develop at least one product in his higher educations, even after his higher educations. I think you are not, you are only putting seed. Now you are putting only seeds, right? That's what I am saying now. Okay. Then the experiment-based teaching is very, very important, sir. Experiment-based teaching is very. That's what I told you, because laboratories, everything should be experiment. Even the mathematics teachers can do some experiment. The commerce teachers can do some experiment. The psychology students can do some experiment. So the experimental learning is more important. Experiment learning, storytelling methods, or what you call the dancing, singing. There are so many methods, more than 140, what you call the learning methods, the teaching method is there. 140 learning methods, teaching method is there. 140 learning methods, teaching method is there. So you try to adapt, previous slides, Kamaraj. Previous slides. Yes. Yes. Experiment based learning. Yeah. Environmental. Next. Yeah. Community well-beings. Yeah. Please. Previous slides. Previous slide. Yeah. You can. Yes. Okay. Experiment based learning is very important, sir. Experiment based learning is very because this is one of the main powerful part or tool in our school education systems. Experimental based education. I think you can how to encourage, how to engaging of my students in the classroom, my children's in the classrooms. So for which, that's what you need to analyze and assess about yourself as a teachers. What I'm following in the classrooms. Right? Can you do this kind of methodologies or the various skills which is beyond your classrooms? So the experience based teaching and learning is very important. As a teachers, you have to think, you have to do more. But there are some teachers following. I'm not rejecting, I'm not against it. But almost all faculty should involve. Teachers should involve to prepare. To do this kind of teaching methodologies or the kind of skills which is very important. Next. Yeah, field trip. The field trip, what happening here? I think today, who are all doing the field trip? Because only that those who are having more money, pocket, are paid more education fees. Now they are doing so. So the field trip, what happening here? The exchange of your students from one state to another state, or the industry based, or any other social aspect, right? Historical moment, historical monument. The field trip is very important. But these practices which are already started, but for of late, 20 years, 2 decades, 2.5 decades, people totally forgotten about all these things. Even parents also not encouraging. Value. The school always for the society. That school is always for the communities. So that's why they are following this kind of a field trip, industry, social exposures, cultural values, and so on. And at the same time, you have to teach about the international exposures. How can I do, sir? I think there are global schools teaching about the globalizations. There are n number of international syllabus based schools. As a government school teacher or the rural based teachers, in what way I can teach about the international exposure? At least you can teach about what is my curriculums, what is the Finland curriculum, what is my curriculum, what is my Singaporean curriculum, what methodologies they are following, what methodology you are following, what are the technology development in India, what are the technology development in abroad. At least you have to teach as a science teacher. This is a right forum. Even the historical development, archaeology, geography, earth science, geology, or the computer technologies, the mobile communications. So you can speak n number of examples. Then students get able to get some international exposures. I think every day students are using, even the kindergarten students using a electronics gadget. They know how to do. Even our parents, what they are saying, I think really we try to understanding about the environmental aspect. But what we are doing here, I think my children, just 6 months or 1 year old, 2 years old kids, now they are using mobile phone. I think the parents are very proud about their word. But what is the real impact when you are using that mobile, how many of you, when you have purchased mobile phone, how many of you are understanding about that particular year, that the radiations impact? Radiation impact. Even the teachers, the literate people, never bothering about radiation impact. So the mobile electronics gadget radiation impact is very, very high, which is highly affect our health. When you try to teach that kind of knowledge or idea to my students, you can use it. During this pandemic period, you can use it. Whenever you need, you can use it. But 18 hours, 16 hours, they keep on using what is the level of using the mobile? What is the level of gaining knowledge when you are correlated in India, which is mismatching. There is no matching. So the international exposures, when they are using that mobile phone, what happened here, almost all of them, but today the telecom technologies, connectivity, even how much here, because 111 crores, 18 crores populations using internet connections, internet connections. Every month, the way of consumption, the purchase of the mobile phone is increasing every year. Even the last year, what happened here, 1,400 mobile brands which are introduced. More than 220 mobile phone manufacturers which are available in India. Out of 220 mobile phone manufacturers, more than 70% which is operated by the Indian. So you try to teach what, because this is what the international exposure, what they are doing, what I am doing. Where is the gap? What is the gap? How can I fulfill the gap? So you have to teach, you have to motivate of my students to understanding the global context. Global exposures, very, very important, sir. Then, and finally, I have to tell about the self-concept exposures. Really, my dear teachers, whatever you teach to my students, you try to what, and you try to teach them, who am I? What I am? What I am doing? What is my skills? What is my knowledge? What is my ability? What is my understanding capacities? How can I respect to others? What is this skill based? So this is the self-concept exposures, very, very important, whatever the subject you are teaching. Right? You try to teach, to understand, to realize about he himself. So self-concept exposures. I think don't ask all these things which is not in your syllabus, which is not in your curriculum, So everything based on the learning, upgrading, updating of yourself. If you are failure to update, you will be outdated in teaching market. My dear friends, if you are failure to update, you will be outdated. So you try to what? You try to learn more. You try to teach more. That's why the teachers are really very, very powerful part in the society. And finally, I can come to the teachers in the definition and say very thoughtful personality. At the same time, you have more energetic than amazing personalities, caring of my students, helpful of my students and societies. You always encouraging of my students, and you have more responsibility in the societies. So this is the definition of the teachers: thoughtful, energetic, amazing, caring, helpful, encouraging, and responsible. With this, I can conclude what happened here, but that means what do you call blood traction. The mind is not a vessel that needs filling, but wood that needs igniting. Right? The mind is not a vessel. Wood is very, very important, but wood that needs igniting of your mind. So you have more knowledge, you need more passionate, or various things are more important. Subject is not a matter. Beyond the subject, beyond the curriculums, what I am learning, what I am teaching, which is really very, very important of my dear faculty members. So with this, I can finish my sessions. My grateful thank Reverend Father and his great team, and also my dear brother Dr. Arul Kamaraj has given me a wonderful opportunity to share some of my small experiences with a rich mind. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Dear friends, it has been a great privilege for us to listen to Professor Dr. Maran. Actually, many responses came. It's very true. Very much we agree with you. It's very useful, very informative, very inspiring. I think they are very, very good. I think what is needed is to reflect again and again, especially we enter with that, what is the meaning of teacher, the acronym. It's very helpful for us to understand that this is how we have to proceed. This is how we have to proceed completely, a new way of thinking about ourselves as a mission. A teacher has got a mission. It's beyond the classroom. Actually, you are a teacher. Some people say you are a teacher only in the school. After you are at home, different. You are different. No. You have, if you have got a vision, if you have got a liking for your own job, you will be a mother, you'll be a father, you'll be a guru, you'll be God wherever you go. This is a culture. Being a teacher is a culture of being a teacher. It's a marvelous thing. To your husband, to your wife, to your children, to your parents, everywhere you can practice this because you are bringing forth life. This is very important. The center with which we are all connected here, this is called Talir. Talir means bud. It's a budding forth. Our life is a budding forth. I'm happy that you are all giants. There are around 1,000 people are here. Around 1,000 people are attending here. And 1,000, you'll be touching 1,000 people more, 1,000 and 1,000, millions. So it's like lakhs and lakhs it is going. Therefore, what Dr. Maran presented today is an insight, a wonderful manure, a wonderful water for the eternity. It's for eternity. You keep on in your mind, in your heart, the message that is going. It's a very, very helpful for us to proceed. Thank you very much, Dr. Maran.
I need your blessing, Father.
Thank you. God bless you. We will keep in touch with you.
Your support. Thank you very much.
It's a marvelous, really good. Itieri is there. The Ghana group is there. Sister Itieri, she wants to sing that for all of us. She wants to sing a song. Then we'll have the intervention. Is it okay? Sister Itieri? Itieri, you can unmute your mic. Oh, sister is not there. Maybe yes?
She is there, Father. I'm just trying to.
She can start singing, yes.
Yeah,
the children are there. Welcome, Sister Itieri, all the way from Ghana, from their children. Yes.
Sister Itieri, you can unmute yourself, sister. Immaculate Itieri, sister.
Yes. Hello? Sister? Come, sister. We are all waiting. Okay. They're closing the room and coming, it seems. Yes. Yes. Open this one, sister.
And then this one here.
Yes, okay. Welcome.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, sister.
Okay.
Want to see your children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Don't swim. You're waiting. Let's start.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, sisters. Thank you, all of you from all the way from Ghana. Long talk. The video can be down a little more. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, wonderful teachers. It's nice to have teachers with all the way from Ghana with the dancing. Thank you. Is there anybody to ask some 3 questions? You can raise your hand, or you can sign any questions. You can write in the chat box. Mr. Jesu will lead us.
Anjana Gupta ma'am, is there any question?
It is mistake, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Sonal Parekh?
Good
Yes, you
evening,
can ask the
Father.
question.
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah, good evening, Father. Thank you. I'm myself Sonal Parekh from Akola Sentence English Medium School.
Yes.
Very nice session. Sir, you make us feel proud that we are belonging to a very nice profession.
Yes.
Thank you, each and every one. From all my school behalf, I would like to thanks to all. From the
Yes.
last 3 days, we are gaining very much informations.
Thank you.
So my question is, we can judge the students, but how the teachers are judged in the society? Is it its better qualifications, certificates, and the degrees what he is having, or is it its the things which you just discussed? Fascinating, hardworking, because the chances are made, opportunities are made for the one who are having certificates and degrees and all the higher education's qualifications. So how can we judge the teachers in the society?
Thank you for the question. Dr. Maran? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good question. Very good question, Sonal.
Yes, very sorry.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Excellent question you have raised. I am really very appreciating you. The way of raising the questions, even the student, very great.
Thank
By
you, sir.
perception, certificate is not create any value for you. Whatever you have degree or doctorate or any postgraduate program, the degree or certificate never give any value for you. As an individual, you can create much more value for you. The certificate is great for you. But the way of leading, the way of understanding of my life, way of elevating of my life, that's very, very important. That's what even the teachers also. Am I right? The 20 years of teaching experience, 30 years of teaching experience, 10 years of teaching experience, what teaching methodology, what kind of involvement I have involved on the first day of my teaching. But today, what I am doing, everything based on my passionate, my dedication, my accountability. Unless otherwise, I never teach my students, trained my students. So the degree or certificate never give any value for you. You should learn something. You always learning from others. You always gaining some of knowledge from others. You always understanding about others. You always understanding of you. These are all the factors which are highly influence you into you. Who am I? What I am doing. This is only basic need of every individuals in the world. Thank you.
Thank you,
One,
sir.
Thank you
Thank
for
you,
that.
sir, clearing my doubts. That's what I want to listen. Thank you once again,
Very,
Father.
very great. Very great.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Very
sir,
good.
one more participant,
Yeah, another
name
question.
Vasanti.
Yeah, yes. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes,
her
sir.
question in the chat box is how to make our class interesting during online class.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Questions by Vasanti. How to make our class interesting during online classes.
Yeah, online class you can use more videos because due to some constraints I could not able to use your videos here. You can use according your content, according your subject, you can give more video. At the same time, you can use n number of methodology. Whiteboard method is there and some other methodology, teaching methodology is there. You can use such kind of methodology. The students should be more interested in your classroom. And at the same time, you can use funny, humorous, very, very important. Sharing of valuable thoughts. And one more information, you can check your students whether they are on live, online. These are all the basic parameters which is highly induced and influence of a student to listening and concentration of your students' attention power in the classroom.
Thank you, sir. Reena Pandey, your question?
Think that will be fine, I think.
Good evening, everyone, and I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the entire team on behalf of my school for such an informative session. I just got one query, Father. Many times we try to motivate some students, right? Especially backbenchers, I'm talking about. But what happens? Their behavior demotivates us, right? In that case, how to just bring them up to, with some backbenchers, they have the qualities, but we try a lot, we give our best, but sometimes the behavior demotivates, the way they make their gestures and all. So how to cope up in such a situation? Thank you for entertaining my question.
I think, Arun, they are asking about behavior.
Yes, sir.
Behavior models. Okay. So the behavior model, which is not learning from your psychology. Every individual is having and possessing such behavior. If faculty behavior is good, the student's behavior is good. You can teach, first of all, that's what A for attitude. Earlier we are talking about A for apple, B for ball, C for cat. But today it would be changed. A for attitude, B for behavior, C for character, D for dedication, E for empathy, F for foresight. So the behavior model, in the sense, what happening, the behavior might be changing from place to place. The classroom itself, when you are in the classroom, the students' behavior is something different. When they are in the informal group, their behavior is something different. But as a teacher, we should teach to my students how to behave according to the situations, according to the situations, according to the situations, which is purely based on the teachers what you have, what kind of behavior you are using. That model only work out for my students' life. This is very, very powerful part to change my people life in the society.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you so much, Father, for entertaining my question.
Thank you so
Mutia?
much.
Yes,
This will be the
Father.
last question.
Yes, Father.
Any other question?
Yes, Father. Karl
Jesu?
Rao. Karl Rao, your last question?
Yes. Yeah.
No questions in the
Hello,
chat box, sir.
Father. This
Uh,
is
no-
Karl Rao from St. Francis School, Guma, West Bengal.
Carl Rao, last question from yours, sir. Yes, sir.
It's not a question, it's a gratitude from our school that we had a very good session these 3 days. We have learned many things regarding our development and the development of the students also. And we will look forward to do our best to encourage our students to do the betterment of the society and the country, Father.
Yes.
Thank you, Father, very much. I appreciate this, and I think this session should go next year also.
Yes.
We will look forward for this, Father. Thank you, Father.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Dear
Hello,
friends,
sir.
I think we are
Hello,
concluding
sir.
this 3 days, and this is only a beginning stage. It's only an initial stage. We are really proud of your group because the first day when Dr. Kamarai started asking questions, we saw the response. It was lightning speed. So the involvement is something great. And I saw this teachers.
Hello,
the way they are
excuse me,
asking,
sir.
First, they are introducing their school. It's a very good culture. They are standing
Father.
for a group, a big group. They are
Excuse me,
vouching
sir.
for that. That's a very good
Yes.
thing.
Yes, somebody is asking question,
One,
Father.
1 second, Sister
Fatima.
Fatima.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Hello,
Yes,
sir.
Sister Fatima.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. This is Fatima from St. Anne's Matriculation School, Mangado. And
Yes.
I would like to
Yes, Fatima,
thank
madam.
the entire team of Capuchin Thaler for arranging such a wonderful, enlightening session on behalf of all the schools of St. Anne's family. So I belong to the St. Anne's institution, and I thank you a lot. And there's a famous quote which states that an idle brain is a devil's workshop. So during this pandemic situation, teachers are being quarantined more than any other persons and personalities. I hope so. Teachers are only being quarantined at home from schools. We are not reaching the children. Only we are reaching the children through online classes. Almost all the teachers' brain was made a devil's workshop during this crisis. Though we involve ourselves in online classes, so you have ignited our minds and
Yes.
refreshed our thoughts through this session, sir, and we are very thankful and grateful for this beautiful session. All these 3 days, really I enjoyed thoroughly, and we were free from family problems and all other stresses. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Keep
you,
going
ma'am.
on, sir. Thank
Fatima.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, all of you. Actually,
you,
we
sir.
are
Thank
not
you, sir.
ending here. We keep this teachers WhatsApp group, keep it open. You can suggest anything that you want. Please note that we are sending a feedback form in which you can also write what you expect in future, because not only for yourself, also for your family, also for socializing, for everything. So therefore, we leave it open. We are not ending here. We are just concluding this day's program. We always assure you that there will be quality support to all of you. Dear friends, dear teachers, when you go home, you are not going alone. You are going with these 1,000 friends, all of you, coming together with you to make a new home, new family, new society. God bless you. And especially I want to thank Dr. Maran, Dr. Arul Kamaraj, and Mr. Jesu, who has been our boss. That means he was taking care of as a host. Everyone, all of us in the behind scene also. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you. They took some 10 minutes extra. I hope it's not disturbing very much. We thank you for all the
Thank you,
disturbance
Father.
also. We are sorry for it. We'll rectify it when we come back. We'll come back to you with some proposals based on your own questions. Thank you so much. Very good points are given to us. Thank you for everything. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Father.
Dr. Kamaraj.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Kamaraj,
you so
sir.
much.
Hello, we'll meet here. I will call you.
Our
Thank you,
thanks to
Maran, sir.
Maran sir for spending your valuable time. Thank you so much, sir, Maran sir and Father.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Wonderful.